The best comes for the last, and the last comes for the best, or whatever. So we are here again for a Mario Kart DLC tracks discussion video, this time for wave number 3. So we are reaching the half line, and obviously I know I am the Kirby channel, but there were like countless people begging me to once again rank the Mario Kart tracks, because this is like the only relevant Mario Kart DLC track ranking, as we all know. And yeah, there was basically no one asking for this, but I just want to do it, so let's start with wave number 3 of the Booster Pass deal. What is actually the name? Booster Pass DLC tracks? What? First we have the London Loop, and again, I feel like I'm just repeating myself. This is another city track. Yeah, I'm kinda trying to remember what was actually happening there, but I can tell you there's like a trend in these city tracks I kinda do not like. They are from Tour, and in the Mario Kart Tour you're like, you don't really have to turn, since these arrows always show you the way, and normally you would think this is a good thing to do in a track, so newer players or like players who don't know the track are like, they know where to drive. But no, this is actually like, it seems like for me this is a sign that the developers also know it's confusing. At least it's for me confusing. I don't know, maybe I'm just the only stupid one, but with these city tracks it's sometimes for me a little confusing from the moment to moment gameplay to see where I have to go, where I have to drive. And yeah, the atmosphere can only carry so much. So London Loop C. After that we have the Bull Lake, the GBA track of this Booster Pass, and if you have seen my other rankings, you know that I'm often really surprised by the GBA tracks. They surprise me. They are like updated to some extent, but not updated too much, so they lose the appeal of the original. The music is always great, and the Bull Lake, I have to say, is the first one which is just pleasing my desires, let me say. It's not like really surprising me, it's not impressing me. People said like there was like this is the first track with like underwater sections, and yeah, this is kind of nice. Why not? It's adding something to the track which was not there in the original, and yeah, it's a more than solid track. It's fun. The music is for me not as good as the other GBA tracks, but still very fine, so please boo, you had the B. Then we have the Rock Mountain, a 3DS track, and the 3DS game, the 3DS Mario Kart 7 is a little one of the forgotten ones, I have the feeling, or people don't like talking very much about the Mario Kart 7, but I hold some memories dear to me from this game. I didn't play too much, but from what I remember it was a very good entry in the Mario Kart series, and the Rock Mountain was basically like the track to show off the gliding sections, which is why in this game it maybe does not have the same appeal, but otherwise it's still very nice. But I have to say, it's one of these tracks which show the ugliness of the game, the plain textures, the Mario Kart Tour aesthetics basically, but still a more than solid and fun track. I have some nice memories to it, so yeah, I would say B. The final track of the first cup is the... which one was it? It's the Maple Tree Way, a fan favorite, I think. It must be a fan favorite because, yeah, the Maple Tree Way was one of the most atmospheric tracks probably from the Wii game, and I don't know. I'm kinda torn on this one. The aesthetics, they look a little different. I don't know what it is, but the Wii entry, the Wii Maple Tree Way looked... I don't know what it is. It looked a little different. Was it the lighting? Or, it's just a feeling thing, I suppose. But it's a more than solid track. It wasn't one of my favorites in the Wii one, so it just goes to A on this ranking. Now we're going to the next cup, starting once again with a city track, the Berlin Byways. Berlin Byways? Is it the name? Yeah, it is indeed. And yeah, like, what do I have to say? It's like city track. We are driving through a city. I'm confused where I have to go. And these city tracks like Berlin Byways, if you know a little me, it seems like I may be biased, but I'm not. And I can assure you that it's not that clean in reality. But the only reason the Berlin Byways gets to the B is because I like the music, to be honest. To be honest, I really like the music, and the music can carry a track very strongly, as we've seen in the other GBA tracks, so why not? Let's be nice to at least one city track. Then, the Peach Gardens from the DS Mario Kart. I have so much memories, I played it very extensively, but the Peach Gardens wasn't one of my favorites, to be honest. It's a nice track, but nothing too special. But there was one surprising element going on this one. It's I think on the third turn, when it's like shifting, right? You're like driving another path backwards, like similar to the city tracks, but not very the same. This was like a... moment because I remember the original and I was not expecting anything special going on, so this was a very nice upgrade and surprise to make this track a little more exciting. So Peach Gardens, make yourself comfortable at B. Now we are going to probably my highlight, the Merry Mountain. Once again, it's not marked as a Mario Kart Tour track like the Ninja Hideaway, but it's totally from the Mario Kart Tour. I know that, and yeah, like track wise, or let me say level design wise, it's fine. Like basically just going up the mountain and then going down. So if I would have to judge it purely on level design, it's probably a little boring, but it makes up like with all the atmosphere. The graphics for some reason are very nice on this one. The whole atmosphere is just nice. We don't have too much of like Christmas tracks, which is always a welcoming thing. And yeah, it's like basically nothing to complain besides the level design. If the level design would be a little more exciting, it would go to the S tier, but as it is right now, let's put it at A. And then finally, the Rainbow Road of the 3DS Mario Kart. Once again, another Mario Kart 7 track, and even the Rainbow Road one. For some reason, I would have never expected to port such a, let me say, more ambitious track from the... Was it the Mario Kart Tour? Probably. I just assume it wasn't Mario Kart Tour as well. But for many people, this is the favorite Rainbow Road from all of Mario Kart games, I think. And for me, it's on the A, I have to say. It's on the A. It was like also on the Mario Kart 7. It was not like really impressive. Me. It's just a very fine Rainbow Road. I know it has the special gimmick, like the other Rainbow Roads don't have this gimmick, like being an ongoing track and not having like different rounds. Yeah, to be honest, the only thing I can always remember is like going on the planets, on the ring, on the moon, but otherwise everything in between is just standard Rainbow Road stuff. But graphically it's very nice. The tracks look not really rainbowy, more like bluish if I remember correctly, but still very pleasing. So yeah, and this is it for this booster pass. Surprisingly, we don't have a D tier this time, so every track was at least solid to some extent. Yeah, the London Loop, as I was saying, nothing going on, another city track, and I'm confused. So let's go over to the B, the Bull Lake. Very nice rendition of the GBA track. Nice addition with the water and everything. The music is remixed very nicely. Rock Mountain, the same. A little ugly, shows a little bit of the still ugliness of the game, or let me say of the DLC tracks, but otherwise just fun. Like the feeling is always nice to go up the mountain, fly down, even though it's not maybe not exciting, but it's still very fun. The Berlin Byways, well, music can carry. Then Peach Gardens. Peach Gardens would have probably been on the C, but the new edition of racing around the last round, whatever, is a very nice addition, so I have to give it a little plus. And then the best 3 tracks, I have to say they are like all equally solid for me. Maple Treeway, Merry Mountain and Rainbow Road. Merry Mountain a little better than the other ones, because it was new for me, so it was like a fresh experience, but otherwise all 3 of them are very solid, very nice, very good, but all 3 of them have like kinda missing this one thing that would make them an S tier. And that's it for this wave. I have to say I'm still waiting for my GameCube. Tracks. I'm getting kinda worried they're not adding any, because the GameCube one is my favorite, so, and the GameCube has so many good tracks, so let's just hope the GameCube one will be added. Many people also say like it's like visually getting nicer, but still, to be completely honest, the original game, the standard Mario Kart 8, still is like miles away. Like just look at Rock Mountain, it's still miles away, so I will not pat their head for doing the bare minimum. Yeah, now we are halfway through. Let's see what the next one is going to be, and once again, look forward to the most essential Mario Kart ranking on YouTube.